Chapter 11. When Hawk got back to the Triple P ranch, he found Monroe and Thomas still examining the brands on the cattle they had driven back. Eager to hear Hawk's report, they walked to meet him as he pulled the buckskin to a stop. "We heard the shooting," Monroe said. "Wondered if you were in any trouble." Hawk gave an accounting of everything that had happened after they left, including the part where he told Barfield they would be left alone if they ceased their poaching of Triple P cattle. When Monroe asked if he really thought Barfield would stay on, Hawk responded, "I doubt if a man like Barfield has any notion about trying to make an honest living. He's going to start up again or move on. I figured I'd give him a chance to pack up and go someplace else to try his game. I put a bullet in the shoulder of both his boys, so he might have to wait a while before he can think about trying to get even." He shrugged and explained, "I didn't go to put a bullet in that second boy's shoulder, but he made a move to take a shot at me." They went on to discuss the best plan to protect themselves from any possible raids in retaliation for the damage Barfield suffered. There wasn't much they could do except to keep a wary eye out when going about the business of running the ranch, that and a night guard every night. It was unnecessary to explain, but Monroe told Hawk he was going to have to stay on the ranch until this thing with the Barfields was settled one way or another. "How about if I keep you on the payroll, same as Bob and Pete and the other men?" "That would be fine with me," Hawk replied. "But I ought to warn you, I don't know much about raising cattle, and I ain't ever had any burning desire to learn." His statement brought a laugh from Monroe. "I didn't think you did. It's that rifle of yours I'd be hiring." "I ain't ever been hired out as a gunman either, but I'll try to help you keep an eye on the place." He shook his head in wonder, thinking about how involved things had become since the simple proposition of finding out what had happened to Monroe's brother Jamie. With that settled, he asked about the cattle they had driven back from Barfield's. "3 were our brand, obviously altered," Thomas piped up. "The rest were RPB. So I reckon that officially makes us cattle rustlers too." "Maybe just traders," Hawk suggested, "swapping out some of their cows for the ones of yours still on their side."